I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. I want to tell you about that fella Alex Murdoch down there in Walterboro, South Carolina, not too far from where I live, down in North Carolina. Anyway, this guy's a maniac. They need to make sure this guy. I don't know if he's out on bail. Is he out on bail? I don't even know. They shouldn't let this guy out on bail. He's accused of killing his wife and his son, Paul, his wife, Maggie, her name is Margaret. And he's on trial now. And it's the defense rested, the prosecution rested last week. Defense is now doing its thing. But he killed that boy right there, Paul, and his wife, Maggie. I'll tell you something. This man ain't got no business being out on bail. I don't know if he's out on bail right now. South Carolina is not safe. Tell Angela Kane, leave town. Tell Sister Kane, leave town, take all the grandbabies and everybody else and get out of town till this man gets convicted. This man is dangerous. He is a psychopath. I never thought that I would find anybody. First, I thought I'd find anybody worse than Donald Trump and being a liar. I mean, a pathological liar. I mean, he just lies because lies are possible. Then came this boy, George Santos, and his lies. Now, this boy, Alex Murdoch, and they're all white too, by the way. My God, Trump, Santos, Murdoch, they're all white. Lying, Lord have mercy. Anyway, this man should not be on the street. You know what he did? He has ripped, and he said he was on Oxycontin and Percodan and a bunch of other, these fentanyl pills. He was just popping them one right after the other. He has stolen $1 million from his friends, from his law firm, from anybody. If he took money from little children's settlement, had an accident, 2 girls, teenagers, they got several $1 million that went into a sort of a trust fund. He took that money. He would represent people in an accident, automobile accident. They'd get a big settlement. He'd lie and take that money. Took loans. I don't know what he was doing with all that money, but this is the lyingest money-spending man I've ever seen. Anyway, so I want to tell you what happened. Can I tell you what happened? Because, see, this guy's trying to get away with murder. His name ought to be Alex Murder. That's what his name. Alex Murder from Walterboro, South Carolina, is on trial. Alex murdered Paul, his son. Here's what happened. So his wife was getting ready to divorce him. This is probably about the 20th time she said she's going to divorce him. And he begged her, said, he's a dope addict. Please don't leave me. Please don't. Let's stay together for the children. We'll sleep in separate bedrooms. So she kept hanging around, right? They kept sleeping in separate bedrooms. He kept messing up, staying high on pills, popping pills, lying to people, stealing money. And so she said, this is the final go-round. He knew it was the final go-round. But what happened was that if she had divorced him, all that dirt was going to come out in court, and she was ready to hang him. She figured, I've had enough of you. I have been covering for you for 20 years, and you have ripped my friends off, my mama, your daddy. And I just ain't going to take. I'm going to tell everybody the truth about you. And he knew she was going to do it, so he killed her. But the problem was when he killed her, the young son, Paul, happened to walk into the kennel at the time he was killing her. So he had to kill his son, Paul, too. He killed both of them. He killed both of them. He killed both of them. He killed the wife, he killed the son, and he would have killed that boy called Buster, too, the older one. And that boy Buster, he scared his dad. If his daddy get off, he'll kill him, too. And then after that, here's what this Alex the murderer did. Here's what he did. He hired some fella, I think it's his cousin, had him kneel by the side of the road, stop him on the broad daylight, I think it was, and shoot him and that didn't work out. It was a fake attempt to be robbed and murdered by your own cousin. That didn't work out. So I just wanted to give you my take on Alex the murderer, down there in Walterboro, South Carolina. And I want to know what he do with all that money, because I was listening to the prosecutor talk about how many millions he stole from at least 7 people. He stole over $1 million each from seven. What's he doing with all that money? And the guy's a psychopath. He sits there on the stand and shakes his head and wipes his nose and cleans his glasses and sticks his finger up his nose and then shakes his head again. But I tell you what he is, dude. He acts like he's crying and weeping. And I mean, this guy, he's I'll tell you what, if I'll tell you what I would do. If I was a prison guard in South Carolina, right, and they sent this guy to prison while I was prison guard, I'd ask her, could I be reset someplace else? I wouldn't want to be around that guy's dangerous. This guy, what the hell is he born out of? Like two monsters came down from Mars and gave birth to this man. No, I wouldn't want to be around him. Anyway, I figured you wanted to know, so I've told you. Now, a lot of people think he's going to get off, that the jury is going to sympathize with him and they're going to let him off. Well, I mean, juries do a whole lot of crazy things. At any rate, I'm James Every Manning. I'm the Lord's servant.